Okay, let's go. We got a video for the Elysian X Effect Audio Pilgrim NOIR, and that's next to the original Pilgrim in the white box right there. If you are subscribed to my channel, the review version, the review unit of the DaVinci, the one that I reviewed, is going to go to somebody that comments below this video and is a subscriber. The hand-signed one, that person's already been announced on my unboxing channel. I'll check if somebody commented under the unbox video, they subscribed, and then they are commenting under here, and they're subscribed here as well. And then if you meet that criteria, I'm going to be sending that to you eventually. So congrats in advance, and thank you for your engagement. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up at the end. This is an interesting video because there's a comparison that's very interesting. These are two sets that are very, very similar, but one is double the price of the other. The black box, which is larger, contains a set that is essentially double the price of the white box, though everything in the black box can fit inside this little puck here, which is the same size except white in the Pilgrim. The cable is larger because it's the collaboration cable with Effect Audio. Beyond that, there's not a lot of, you're not really getting anything extra beyond the cable, but you're paying twice the money. And I want to point out something. This is where the community can help me out and help you out. I'm about to put a giant flashlight in your face. So I'm going to light up your room right here. Boom. 55 inches of white. Excuse me for just a second. The Noir looks to be double the price of the Pilgrim, a Pilgrim set that I recommended because I like it in its price range. Double the price, and according to this in Music Tech, it's the same basic count, though different internal drivers. It's a 1DD plus 3 Sonian. This says 1DD plus 3 BA. I think it's a Knowles and Sonian mixed, and one of them might be a dually, which is like two put together with one nozzle. That might be kind of the difference in an exploded view, but the count, according to Hi-Fi Go and also Music Tech, is essentially the same. So you are not paying for more drivers or really anything else. This is why this is an interesting video. Now, the tuning of the Noir is a warmer tuning, and this is clear. It's got a little bit more mid bass, and it's got a little less energy in the upper mids and at a couple points beyond there. So we're tilting warm by doing that. You're going to get a more warm replay. Is there a technical advantage to the Noir over the Pilgrim because of some reason, because the price would indicate that it should be superior? I would say no. I would say actually by taking more mid bass and taking down the upper mids and treble, you're creating a smoother replay, and any benefits if these were identically tuned but the Noir had superior transducers has been canceled out by the adjusted tuning. I would have thought that the Pilgrim would be the one that would be charged more, actually, because of the you can hear everything more easily. Smooth sets. Like, I didn't like the original Dunu SA6. I didn't like the Dunu SA6 Mark. They kept going lower and lower with the Pina and more with the bass, and I like that, but you're sacrificing details and resolution when you tilt more and more. Bass up and up, upper mids and the gain down and down. The more and more you do that, the less and less you're getting back in perceived resolution, regardless of the drivers. So I don't think that the Noir sounds technically superior to the Pilgrim on any tracks that I listen to regularly. So it's not really close. It's double the price, you're only getting a cable, and it doesn't sound more resolving. Now, here's the hitch. If I were to pick one set and they were both the same price, I'd pick the Noir because I like the warmer, smoother replay. But it doesn't sound more technically proficient on anything that I listen to. And again, it's twice the price. And the box doesn't have anything that the white box has in it. So I'm not slamming on this, but if you know a track and you have both of these and you say, you know, your song, bro, that you listen to, I actually think the Noir, go ahead and I'm open to that. I'm not going to change my opinion, but for the community, you can go ahead and say that. I think that the Pilgrim sounds cleaner and more resolving, even though it's half the price. So it's interesting. As we get into the bass, the triple drop, 38 hertz being the lowest, 808 rolling bass. Though it's got a little bit more mid bass than the Noir, it doesn't sound like it's more suited for hip hop because it's not like a fat frequency and it's not like a Symphonium Titan. It's not really a bass heavy hitter, either one of these sets, so it's not really showing a big difference there. As we get into the bass guitar, the 4 and 5 string bass guitar, the pulls, the pluck, the releases, the ringing of the string, the more politely tuned Pilgrim with the less mid bass but more energy is giving more natural replay to the 4 and 5 string bass guitar. Crazy, right? That's how it is. There's a lot going. Remember, the bass guitar, 96% of it technically is outside of the bass range for saying, let's say 300 hertz and below. Mid bass and bass, there's still 96% of that instrument exists beyond 300 hertz. So there's a lot of things going on when you start to pull down the tuning. Takes away from some of the things like the ringing of the strings. The kick drum, Bonham's kick drum on the 4th album, you would think that the mid bass would make a big difference. It doesn't sound very different to me, beyond maybe placebo and bias of a graph saying it should. However, I would say to you, when in doubt, lean on the graph that says more mid-bass because it should impact harder. But that 4th album track with Bonham's boom, 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 is not really doing much different on this to my ear. Though, again, when in doubt, go with more mid-bass, especially if that's the kind of thing that you're interested in. As we get into vocals, Chris Cornell, Lane Staley, Blondie, again, there's a little bit more cleanness to female vocals on the Pilgrim because of the mid-bass. This is kind of where it's showing itself more, but I like the Noir's playback of vocals better. It's more engaging, musical, best way to describe it, but it's not technically better. If you're sensitive with female vocals to being warmed up, the Pilgrim, the white box, is the one to definitely go with because it does seem to impact female vocals quicker in all cases when you put in more mid-bass. So I'd say that I would personally take the Noir for music and vocals, but I think the Pilgrim would be the safer rec. As we move into cymbals and keyboards and guitars that are electric and acoustic and with or without distortion pedals, and looking at the graph, which is don't compare other graph mics or other graphs. My mic is relative to its other measurements. That's it. You can't compare these 711s. This says that this Pilgrim would have a little more energy and bite, and it actually does. But it's not an offensive level. It's actually right around my target. It sounds cleaner and more engaging when it comes to the overall replay. So the overall perceived resolution sounds like it's better on the Pilgrim because the Noir has the smoother kind of tuning. And again, if these two were the same price, I would take the Noir. But the Noir is double the price because of a cable. And it doesn't really, because of its tuning, sound like it's a superior technical set. Now let me go ahead and rank this. Is it a dumpster fire? No, not at all. Is it Hope Was Free? I'm not giving away this one because it's a loaner, but if you got this for free for somehow, good for you. Coping is working. I'm going to stop here and say yes, because it escapes me as a reviewer on the angle that I'm supposed to introduce this as a rec to other people, because it's not really different in driver count, though technically maybe it's a dual EBA plus versus a single BA. And they got to update their writing on those websites. So it's not really that. And it's not the accessories and extras, because there's really not any, and except for the cable. But I'm not really I buy cables because I want to, but I don't really care. So you're essentially paying for more. So coping, what I'm saying now is like copium. This is what I'm literally doing right now, so that's perfect. It's not a bad set. It's double the price of the Pilgrim. I don't really get it. Again, if you like it, enjoy it, because like I said, if they were the same exact price, I think I'd go with the smooth, relaxed Noir. But it's double the price, and it's maybe technically, arguably, not even as good because of the way that it's tuned. So that's it. I'm out. Don't forget to comment below for the original review version of the DaVinci with the super dope caps, because that's the one that I did in the video. And that's it. I'm out. You guys have a nice couple days till I see you again. And I'm out.